What if the greatest villain in the world of Westeros was never meant to exist? The terrifying leader of the White Walkers, known as the Night King, almost wiped out humanity. But the truth is far more disturbing. He wasn't born a monster. He was created, and the people who created him would later regret it for thousands of years. So who was the Night King, and why did he truly return? Let's uncover the dark truth. Long before the kingdoms of men existed, the lands of Westeros belonged to the mysterious children of the forest. These small, magical beings lived deep within forests and sacred groves filled with weirwood trees. Their culture was ancient and deeply connected to nature. For thousands of years, they lived peacefully across the continent. But everything changed when the first men crossed into Westeros. These early humans came with bronze weapons and began cutting down forests to build settlements and farms. For the children, this was a disaster. Their sacred weirwood trees were destroyed and their lands were slowly taken. This conflict would begin one of the oldest wars in the history of Westeros. The war between the first men and the children of the forest lasted for generations. The children possessed powerful magic, but humans had numbers and strength. Battles spread across the continent. Legends say the children even tried to destroy Westeros itself by breaking the land bridge that connected it to Essos. Eventually, the children realized something terrifying. They were losing. Humanity was spreading too quickly, and the children faced extinction. That's when they decided to create something powerful enough to stop humans forever. A weapon that would change the fate of the world. In a deep forest far north of Westeros, the children of the forest captured a human warrior. They tied him to a sacred weirwood tree. Using ancient magic and dragonglass, they performed a ritual. One of the children pushed a piece of dragonglass into the man's chest. His eyes turned bright blue. In that moment, the first White Walker was born. This being would later become known as the Night King. But the children quickly realized something terrifying. The weapon they created could not be controlled. The Night King possessed an ability unlike anything the world had ever seen. He could raise the dead. Every fallen soldier, every corpse on the battlefield could become part of his army. These undead warriors became known as Whites. As his army grew larger, the Night King began spreading winter and death across the land. Soon, darkness covered Westeros. This terrifying period would later be known as the Long Night. During the Long Night, the sun disappeared for years. Snow and ice covered the land. The armies of the dead marched south, destroying everything in their path. Cities were abandoned, kingdoms collapsed, humanity stood on the edge of extinction. But in this moment of despair, something unexpected happened. Humans and the children of the forest finally united. Together, they prepared for one final stand against the Night King. According to ancient legends, a hero emerged during the Long Night. Some stories call him Azor Ahai. Others speak of the last hero who traveled north searching for help. With the help of the children of the forest, humanity fought back. Eventually, the White Walkers were pushed back into the far north, but everyone knew the danger was not over. So, humanity decided to build a permanent defense. To protect the world from another invasion, humans built one of the greatest structures ever created, the enormous magical barrier known as the Wall. Legend says it was built by Bran the Builder with the help of giants and ancient magic. The wall stretched across the entire northern border of Westeros. For thousands of years, it kept the White Walkers trapped beyond it, or at least that's what people believed. Thousands of years later, the Night King returned. But his goal was not simply to conquer land. His real target was memory itself. That is why he hunted Bran Stark. As the three-eyed raven, Bran carried the memories of the entire world. If Bran died, humanity's history would disappear forever. The Night King wanted to erase the past. During the events of Game of Thrones, the Night King gained a powerful new weapon, an undead dragon, the fallen dragon of Daenerys Targaryen. Using this dragon's blue fire, the Night King destroyed the wall itself. For the first time in thousands of years, the army of the dead marched freely into Westeros. The final war had begun. In the end, the Night King was not simply evil. He was a weapon created during a desperate war, a weapon that grew beyond control. His existence was the result of fear, magic, and ancient mistakes. And that mistake nearly destroyed the entire world. The story of the Night King is one of the darkest mysteries in the world of Game of Thrones. But there are still many secrets about the White Walkers, the ancient magic of the children of the forest, and the forgotten history of Westeros. If you want part 2 exploring the hidden secrets of the White Walkers, comment below. And if you enjoyed deep lore from the world of Game of Thrones, don't forget to subscribe to the channel.